Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal and let's start today's weekly sectoral analysis. Before I go ahead with this video, one important thing which I would like to share with you is the last couple of months which we saw in the entire market in the upcoming 1 month or maybe 2 weeks or maybe 1.5 months could be absolutely different. All right. So please watch this video till the last if you want to understand and save your capital which you have made in the last couple of months when the market was trending. Let's start the video. First, as usual, I'll be starting with the Nifty futures monthly, weekly and the daily charts. So on the right hand side, you can see this is the monthly time frame chart. Prices are above the moving averages and even the candlesticks are looking very nice. And we have also made a new lifetime high. So this is a good sign and it seems very easily the bulls are in absolute control. No denying that. Even the RSI is looking absolutely perfect. Now let's have a look to the weekly time frame charts. Now weekly time frame charts, you can see they are looking a bit different. You can see that this particular downtrend I have extended on the upside and we have hit the 127.2% Fibonacci extension and this is a resistance. And at the same point of time, if you see in the daily charts, this small swing and I'm extending on the upside, then this particular same level, the psychological level of 18,900 or 19,000 is posing as a stiff, strong resistance to the Nifty futures right now, even in the daily charts and the higher time frame charts, which are the weekly charts. And generally, whenever a particular level is posing as a resistance in the market in two dual time frames, then generally that particular level is extremely strong resistance. One more thing which is evident to all of you is that this previous week candle has a big wick on the upside. Fortunately, it's not a classical shooting star or an inverted hammer, but it still shows that yes, there is some selling pressure available at close to 18,900 or 19,000 levels. So the probability is that markets could consolidate for next few weeks, maybe 1 week, maybe even 4 weeks, which means couple of weeks to maybe a month, or maybe you could also see a sharp drop in the market, some sort of profit booking. Overall trend will continue to remain high and up in the medium term, but in the short term, yes, you could see some volatility. You could see some consolidation coming up. So be very careful, especially with your swing trades. And one small message I would give to all of you in the ending of the video regarding the entire stance of the market. All right. Let's have a look at the Bank Nifty futures. Now, Bank Nifty futures, if you see the way they have gone up in Nifty futures, I'll just try to highlight one point. You see this momentum and you see the size of these candles, very big candles, right? Very big candles. Now, same thing, if you compare this thing with Bank Nifty futures, things are different. In Bank Nifty futures, you'll see one candle over here and one candle over here. In Nifty futures, we saw more candles, which were big in size. And in Bank Nifty futures, you can see some smaller candles also. So this is a classical sign that the momentum in Bank Nifty futures was slightly less, especially in this particular rally. RSI, nevertheless, is above 70. So overall, I would say in the weekly time frame charts, things are looking okay. But in the daily time frame charts, if you see properly, last few candles have clearly showing signs of unclarity in the markets. Market is confused where it wants to go, basically. So probably this is due to the PSU banks. I'll come to that point later on in the this particular video. But it seems that the trend is up, but some sort of consolidation, sideways move, maybe short-term profit booking in Bank Nifty could happen, up and down movement could happen. So please do not be very aggressive when you are trading in banking stocks. And the reason why I was saying that this consolidation or some profit booking could happen is that they are also hovering, means the Bank Nifty futures are also hovering near a resistance. I can understand that they have closed above this resistance level. I can completely agree to that. But at times, markets have a nature. Markets have a nature of their own. they'll stay up above a particular resistance level for a few days, and then suddenly they will drop down. And this zigzag movement will happen. So if that sort of movement starts, be very, very careful, right? And why all these things are happening is the reason PSU banks. PSU banks have rallied very, very nicely. The way they have rallied, they have literally, broken all the resistances except this particular resistance very, very easily. And special thanks to, can say, SBI and Canada Bank. So Canada Bank is surely a candidate where it does require some decent profit booking to probably some sort of consolidation for sure, because you can see it is pretty much overstretched on the upside. SBI, if you check, yes, SBI is also in an uptrend, but the momentum in SBI was not so strong. So a very big correction is in SBI. A short-term correction may be possible, but a very big correction in SBI seems improbable. And after a small dip somewhere over here, if it does happen, I'm saying if it does happen, I'm not saying it will happen. If it does happen, it could be a decent candidate for a short-term swing trade on the upside. Let's have a look at the private banks. Now, private banks in comparison to PSU banks, again, they are looking very different. You can see this sort of vertical rally which has happened over here, right? Literally vertical rally. Same thing if I switch to private banks. Can you see the vertical rally? No. This rally is different. This rally is completely different. It has gone up over here and then it has gone slanting on the upside. So the rally in private banks has been different. And even private banks in the daily time frame chart, you can see they are trading just below this particular resistance level. So overall, I think in private banks, it will be absolutely stock specific. If I open the charts of, say, for example, Kotak Bank, now Kotak Bank has not rallied too much. It is consolidating right now. So once this consolidation is over, and in the shorter term charts, if you find some breakout probably above 1960 or 1970 possibly, then you will be able to see a decent rally on the upside. And on the contrary, if you check the charts of HDFC Bank, you'll see a totally different story. So in HDFC Bank, you can see in the daily time frame charts, the trend is pretty strong. I do not deny that. But if you see the candles which have appeared in the weekly time frame charts, so there could be a small possibility that some sort of short-term profit booking or consolidation could happen in the shorter term charts of HDFC Bank. All right. So in private banks, as I said, you will have to be absolutely stock specific. You should know which particular stock you need to trade and which particular stock you need to avoid. Let's go on to the metal pack now. In the metal pack, you can see the trend has been very, very strong. Especially in the last few days, you can see this rally, 3-4 days, the rally has been very strong. Now, once again, I think few days back when metals were somewhere over here on Twitter, I had clearly posted, and possibly in few of my educational videos, that metal stocks could come down for profit booking, and they did. And now it seems that once again, when this rally has started, metal stocks have rallied back and they are, just trading near the resistance. If you check the monthly time frame charts for a minute, metal pack is looking very, very strong. One of the strongest looking sectors as of now for sure. No denying that. One of the strongest. In the weekly chart, if you see, yes, we are at some sort of resistance. But it seems that in the daily chart, it is just the start of a rally. It's not that this particular index is extremely overstretched on the upside or something like that. So chances are, probability is that maybe this resistance could be broken and prices could head higher. But this is certainly not a time to buy. Time to buy metal stocks was much lower. If your timing was right and if you're riding that trend with your trading stop losses, it's a totally different story. But this is not the time to buy. And if we have a close above this particular candle, maybe for 1 or 2 days, you will see good momentum in these stocks like Tata Steel, Hindalco, SAIL. Probably all of them are looking good. And if you check SAIL, SAIL is one of the stocks which as of now, it is not showing that much of, momentum, which you will see the likes of Tata Steel. You see the chart of Tata Steel, it's looking like a vertical rally, but probably at a later stages, it could happen that the momentum in sale could be much faster than any other metal stock. So you can keep a watch on this stock. All right. Let's have a look at the auto pack. Now, auto pack, once again, you'll have to be very, very careful when you're trading the stocks in the auto pack. The reason for that is overall as an index, if you see in the monthly time frame charts, things are looking like okay, not that great. Yes, it's an uptrend, but not that great. In weekly charts, they're still consolidating. They're still consolidating. In daily chart, you can see the prices are like they started at an uptrend and again they are trying to retrace. So from my side, there are two stocks. One is Tata Motors, which has recently shown some sort of strength. So probably you could, try this stock for a positional trade for sure. And one another stock from my side would be Bajaj Auto. Sorry, it would be Hero MotoCorp. Hero MotoCorp has gone up with tremendous amount of, you can see strong trend. And in case, if you see in the weekly time frame charts, there is a small wick on the upside. So in case if this stock comes down and it gets probably into a zone, into an area where the buying risk reward ratio is favorable for you, then Hero MotoCorp would be one of the stocks where you could time it for a decent short-term swing trade on the upside. IT pack finally. So I think if you have been watching my videos, especially the weekly sectoral analysis, multiple times I have been stating that IT pack is probably into a double bottom pattern. And it seems that finally the double bottom pattern is complete. Now, as per the laws of technical analysis, whatever rally has happened from this point to the bottom, I'll just remove this drawings over here. Okay. So you can see this particular rally has been almost 13.79 to 14%. So once it closes above this particular level, chances are you could see a 14% rally in IT pack from this level, from 30,500 or 425 on the upside. But yes, will it be one-sided rally? The answer is probably no, because you can see some sort of resistance coming up in this zone. So whenever IT pack reaches somewhere over here, you will see some sort of stiff resistance coming in. But overall, yes, in the coming weeks, possibility is that IT pack will continue to rally. But if you are a short-term swing trader, just be vigilant that, see, the entire state of trend in the weekly time frame chart in IT pack is different. And in the daily time frame chart, things are totally different. If you see, you will understand. In the daily time frame chart, you see the RSI is overbought. We are near a resistance, slightly overbought. So if you're a swing trader, you need to wait. Do not buy over here. In case if it consolidates, if it drops down, all right, and you find it near a sweet spot where the risk reward ratio again becomes favorable for a decent swing trade, then it is the time to time your trade, not as of now. Because if you see any of the stocks recently, many of the stocks have gone higher. See the way they have gone up. Vertical rally, right? And again, Infosys is showing some negative candle. So in case if you see IT pack coming down, it will be a good sign. Try to time it near a sweet spot and you can initiate it for a swing trade. Finance pack, yes, the trend continues to remain strong, but once again, we have, tested this particular Fibonacci resistance. And if you check properly, we do have some sort of negative divergence coming up in the finance pack. So probably you could see some profit booking, some sort of consolidation going on in this particular pack. Pharma, I think in the weekly time frame charts, there is nothing much to say. It is absolutely sideways. But in the daily time frame chart, you can see recently there has been a small rally, then it has retraced, and we can see a hammer candle over here. So according to me, I'll be sharing two stocks. One is Sun Pharma. Sun Pharma is continuing to consolidate in the daily and the weekly time frame charts. But whenever this consolidation will come to an end, probability is that this stock will head higher. It is one of the strongest stocks in the pharma pack as of now, without any doubts. The second stock was Cipla, but if you check the charts of Cipla and if you compare it with Sun Pharma, things are a little bit different. You see, even the candles are different. So as of now, Cipla is not showing those strong traits which Sun Pharma did, but I will still keep it in my watch list, and I'll probably try to share something about this stock with all of you in case if I find something interesting. All right. One more stock recently has given a decent upside, very short-term rally, just a short-term rally over here. So due to this, what has happened is this particular stock is suddenly in an uptrend in the weekly and in the daily time frame charts. So as a trader, you need to keep watch on Dr. Reddy as a swing trader specifically. And if it closes above this particular candle, which is just above 45.50 or 60, I believe, 45.45. So maybe 45.50 or 45.60. Once this stock closes above that, you will see up move coming up in Dr. Reddy. Real estate stocks. Real estate is the second sector after metal pack, which is showing again signs of extremely strong uptrend. And finally, you can see that the resistance has been broken over here. This is the big resistance where this particular sector was not able to go up, and now it seems as able to close above it. Maybe one more day, if it closes, just one more day, then I think it will boost more confidence. It will give you more confidence as a trader, and then prices will continue to rally higher. Now, there are two stocks from my side. One is DLF. As a stock, I think it has given a sharp rally on the upside. It could consolidate in coming days, but after consolidation, chances are rally will continue higher. Second one is Godrej Properties. Godrej Properties has just started to rally, and probability is that it will go much higher in coming days if the reality index keeps rallying up. FMCG pack. Now, in FMCG pack, you need to be very, very careful. I think the king of the FMCG pack till now was ITC. All right. But as of now, it seems that it is not able to go higher. You could see some decent candles over here, but even after these decent candles, the stock slipped down and it is showing signs of consolidation or possible correction on the downside. I would not like to short this stock for sure, because the overall index, the FMCG index, is in an uptrend. Whenever it tries to go higher, I would like to time the ITC stock that point of time. But apart from this, I would keep eyes on Hindustan Unilever. If you are a follower of my Twitter handle, you would see that I had shared some very important information about Hindustan Unilever somewhere in this zone, that the stock could go much, much higher. So basically, this stock has given a positional breakout. As a positional trader, this stock should be bought. Even as a swing trader, if you see a sharp dip, something like that as a swing trader, and then if it starts rallying, it would be an excellent trade for a swing trade. But you have to be timing that trade very, very carefully, because generally sharp rallies and sharp corrections are not very good. But the problem is that currently we are in scarcity of stocks. You can see very, very easily that the number of stocks which we have currently in all of the sectors which are trending nicely are very, very less. So you need to understand that when it drops down, please don't jump in very, very fast. See all the parameters which you're using, the trading system which you're using at your end. If it fits the trade, only then initiate the trade. If it doesn't, leave it. Because the overall market is in a consolidation zone. You need to keep that particular thing in your mind also. Consumption pack. Consumption pack, I think there is nothing much to say actually from the daily time frame chart. You can see the prices are going this haywire, they are consolidating. And just one stock from my side is Bharti Airtel. Bharti Airtel is one stock which is looking extremely strong. So any sort of correction or a drop on the downside would result in a decent swing trade. Midcaps. Now, midcaps, you can see, yes, in the daily time frame charts, RSI has touched 70 and overall prices are looking pretty far from moving averages. But as an index, it is looking very, very strong. So as of now, this is not the right time to buy the mid-cap stocks. But whenever they come down, whenever they correct, whenever you find them in a sweet spot, probably somewhere in this zone, then it could be a good time to time the mid-cap stocks for swing trades. All right. So once again, as I was saying, that Nifty is near a very strong resistance. In the last few months, were different, and the upcoming couple of weeks and or maybe a month could be different. So my strong message to you is, whatever money you have made in the last couple of months or maybe more than that, this is the time to save that earned money. Because what happens is, many times if you don't get good trades, people generally try to push harder and initiate trades even if it is not there in the trading system. My friends, this is not the right way to trade, because if you try to force a trade, to initiate a trade which is not there on the charts, then you will be losing money. You will lose the money which you have made in this particular rally or maybe even over year. So be very, very careful, trade less, know your particular sector, pick the sector first, and within that sector, again, you need to be timing your stocks very, very carefully as a swing trade. And which stocks will you time? That is also important. The reason for that is, if you see sectors like auto, again, in the auto sector, you see that only two stocks were looking good. In private banking stocks, I just shared one particular stock, which was Kotak Bank. HDFC Bank could come down. So this is not the right time to possibly accelerate and go for aggressive trades. All right. And I hope this educational video has helped you to understand how markets will move in the next few weeks to maybe a couple of months. All right. Trade wisely. Thank you.